Kriss, you want to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, shall we start?
Yeah, why not?
Oh great, good afternoon everybody. My name's Kriss Foster and welcome to the carriage on a train. I've never played on a train before, so I'm really chuffed, but I've got to warn you before I start. Last week I went to see Kriss Foster play and he was terrible. I sat about 3 rows back and nothing happened. This is my very small museum I've come to share with you all today. It's called the Very Small Museum of Kriss Foster, and it was opened on the 18th of December 1985. It was opened by my mum. And inside this is everything I've ever done in my life. So on this journey we're going to play a game called Move the Museum. It's got really similar rules to Pass the Parcel. Can you all hear me in the back okay? Yeah. Good, right. So right, let's start zooming to go on. So we're going to try and get...
That was from down the other end of the train.
Oh, this is good, isn't it? We're Skyping. Right, so we're going to start over here. And I'll play some music, and then when it stops, pick out an exhibit as quickly as you want, and then I'll talk about it. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
A cart in the Vimto.
Pick it out, you can drink that yourself, sir.
Oh, brilliant.
What's your name, dear?
Jack.
Jack, nice to meet you, Jack. Are you a Vimto fan?
I am a Vimto fan.
I love Vimto too. In fact, before we start, I'll show you a list of my 5 favourite things. A list of my top 5 favourite things. Number 5 is making lists of my favourite things. Number 4 is seeing 2 bus drivers wave at each other. Number 3 is that moment when you're outside the supermarket and you find a shopping list and you imagine what someone else is having for their tea. This is my book called Other People's Shopping Lists. That's what I put them. We've got, one goes for curry sauce, bread rolls, bleach, and spaghetti, which sounds like a great evening in, doesn't it? So Jack, this song is dedicated to you. It's called the Vimto song, so I hope you enjoy it. That's a bit out of tune, isn't it?
My rubbish tuner.
No, it's alright, isn't it? You all having a nice festival so far? Yeah. I've got to plant a very good A-frame at the front here to stop falling over, so... Right, here we go, Jack, you're set. You've got to finish this carton by the time the song's done. In 1908, in a city called Manchester, there lived a man on Granby Road, and you might not know, he invented Vimto, and I like it, so does Jack. I met a pretty girl once, so you really should have seen her, but I had to leave her on her own when she said I like Ribena. I'd like to fill the reservoirs with Vimto, so we'd have Vimto coming out of our taps. I'd like to change that H2O into VIMTO, then put it in my thermos flask. Now I have been told that my mind it is polluted, but if there is no water, I'll just drink it.
Undiluted!
Oh yes! What a pleasure it is to be performing in front of such a beautiful and intelligent audience. If Jesus was alive today, he would have done it a different way, spending all his time turning water into Vimto. I'd like to fill the rain clouds with Vimto, so we'd have Vimto falling down upon our heads. I'd like to change that H2O into VIMTO, then put it in my thermos flask. It keeps it hot or cold, put it in my thermos flask. Stops it from tasting old, put it in my thermos flask. My old man's a dustman and he wears a dustman's cap. He likes fizzy Vimto, but he prefers it when it's flat. Thank you. side. Oh yes, I would need that for later. If you could pass that forward, that'd be great. And if you pick another item there. A small seagull. This is from another museum called the Kendall Museum of Taxidermy. And it's a song called The Amateur Taxidermist Bird. And it's about my favourite piece of taxidermy of all time. Oh yes, it's here. Right, let's go. So I guess I must have died. I mustn't have survived because I'm no longer alive. And I'm in a museum. He's in a museum. They've taken out my eyes and they've replaced them with glass eyes. And now I always look surprised. And I'm in a museum. He's in a museum. They filled me with stuff and put me next to this fucking and this Janet. This tatty Janet. They filled me with stuff and they put me next to this fucking and this Janet. This tatty Janet. I try not to feel sad, but it's hard not to feel sad when you always feel sad and you're in a museum, They filled me with stuffing and they put me next to this puffin and this Janet, this tatty Janet. They killed me for nothing and they put me next to this puffin and this Janet. Ooh, this scratchy Janet. Thank you.
I did, yes.
Right, it's getting a bit rowdy in here. You look as if you can look after yourself. What's your name?
Kathy.
Kathy's a security guard. Okay, so Kathy, if anyone starts kicking off, we'll just lob them off. Is that all right? Where's the museum? Great. Let's pick an exhibit, sir. So some bits on Coronation Street, and I'll put this in because I actually have written an episode of Coronation Street. It's not been broadcast yet. And the reason is because it's the very last episode of Coronation Street. It's the final episode. Would you like to know what happens in the final episode?
Yay!
We're in a room we've never seen before. Ken Barlow closes a book, puts a lid on a pen and says, "That's that novel finished then." Right, let's have another one while we're at it. Some bits are on bits of paper because they're at my mum's house getting cleaned.
A fuzzy brush.
Fuzzy brush. Anyone familiar with fuzzy brushes? Yeah, they're what you use to clean your teeth at service stations when you forgot to do it. And when you get pounded, they come out really fast, so they're actually quite hard to catch. That observation probably goes down very well with fuzzy brush. This is in there because I once went on a terrible date. I've been online dating. I was getting on really well with somebody, and we agreed to meet at a point that was equidistant between our houses, Bolton West service station. And when I got there, she never turned up. I stayed there for 8 hours. This song is called "I Waited for You at the Service Station." I met you on the internet. We shared hobbies and we shared interests, so we agreed to meet at Bolton West between junction 6 and 8 on the M61. It's equidistant between both the houses. I ironed my shirt and pressed my trousers. I'll be there at 2 if traffic allows us between junction 6 and 8 on the M61. I brushed my teeth with a fuzzy brush.
Hey!
I hadn't done it at home because I was in a rush. Would this be love or just a crush between junction 6 and 8 on the M61? Oh, I waited for you at the service station. I never got mad or grew impatient. I waited patiently in the place we'd arranged to meet by the cash point. In WH Smith's, I chatted to John until John's shift finished, then John was gone. And then John got replaced by Yvonne in the WH Smith's on the M61. I looked at the menu in the KFC, browsed the mobile phone accessories, inquired about breakdown cover with the RAC. I stayed there for 8 hours on the M61. In the cafeteria I selected a tray and then I slid it around the hot food display. Got ready to order you the deal of the day as my cup of tea grew cold on the M61. Oh, I waited for you at the service station. I wasn't late, I wore a red carnation. I waited patiently in the place we'd arranged to meet. I should have met you at T-Bay. I could have charmed you at Charnock, Richard. I was so sad I could have cried when I found out I was on the northbound and you were on the southbound. While we're just waiting for the train to go on the other side, Mark, come on, give us a twirl. Mark is actually. Here we go. For anyone that's seen this before in the past, I used to warm, so he's really bearing up very well, I think. And make of this what you will, but Mark, this is true, isn't it? I asked you, would you like the suit washed or unwashed? I had a one-word email. Unwashed.
I don't know what that means.
Right, where's this museum?
Have you washed it since then?
No.
What are we having?
Can't you tell?
No one's sitting next to me.
Oh look, here we go. This is nice. This is a picture of my grandparents. This is Alberta. Her uncle owned a shoe shop in Morecambe where we grew up. And he was called Albert, and they were so convinced that it was going to be a boy, they said, we'll name the baby Albert. And when it was a girl, they called it Albert anyway. But they stuck an A on the end of it for Alberta. And this is my grandfather. And when we were moving house, so we lived with my grandparents for a while when we were growing up, me and my brother. And it's living with my grandparents, I learned the importance of a good, solid hobby. My grandfather, he used to enjoy crown green bowls. And he played the same people every day, Joe and Marjorie. But unfortunately, one by one, they died. So I've written a song called The Last Surviving Member of the Crown Green Bowls Club, and it is dedicated to Regent's Park Crown Green Bowls people. So I hope you like it. I hope you remember it. You all having a nice time so far? Yay! It's too late now, you can't get off. There used to be 3 of us. 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 Got that? I've got it. This one is in a different time signature, so it's really hard to start.
How many of you did there used to be?
3. There used to be 3 of us down at the green. There was me and Joe and Marjorie. We'd play on a Monday and a Tuesday afternoon, on a Wednesday and Thursday, Friday afternoon too. Joe died at a coffee morning, arranged by the nuns. He choked on a bourbon, and when Marjorie went, she went without warning. Went suddenly with a cup of tea at Rita's. Now there's just me and a tree and a crumbling pavilion that used to serve tea, and a bench and a fence and some crown green bowls that make life make sense to me. I dust all the cabinets covered in dust. The memorial shield started to rust. There's people that I used to know. There's one of her and one of Joe. I loved Marjorie, I wanted her to know. But the only trouble was that she loved Joe. Joe didn't love her because he loved me. There was me and Joe and Marjorie. Thank you. What are we going to pick out next?
That's a strip for the next.
Coronation Street.
Again.
You've got me listening, we've had that already. Sorry, I meant to pick them up one by one.
A cat mask.
A cat mask.
Ooh.
See, in my Edinburgh show, there'll be a cat mask in this box, and whoever's picks that will wear the mask. And for one song, will represent my cat. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? But it's about my cat that I've not fed in 6 months.
They could have my cat hat.
No.
What's the cat called?
Harvey.
Oh.
After Furniture World. Dear Mr. Jarvis, at number 24, I've seen you approach my cat and invite him through your door. I'm writing you this letter to say I'd like you better if you didn't do this anymore. He'll eat Whisker's biscuits and Felix cat food too. He'll eat chicken korma and even vindaloo. But when you feed him curry, he poos into my bath. So please stop feeding my cat. Stop feeding my cat. I'm getting rather worried, he's getting rather fat. Stop feeding my cat. He's not come home for days and I just want him back. I don't mind if you give him a stroke, just stop giving him fizzy cans of Coke. Instead of giving him a Twix, why not give him half a Twix? I put a notice on the notice board that said please stop feeding him. I took an advert out in a church magazine. I made a dedication on the local radio station that said please stop feeding my cat, stop feeding my cat. I'm getting rather worried, he's getting rather fat. Stop feeding my cat. He's not come home for days and I just want him back. I looked through the letterbox in your front door. Your house was full of boxes and my cat was in a box. I'm writing you this letter to say I'd like you better if you didn't do this anymore. Dear Mr. Jarvis, at number 24, why don't you go to the rescue centre where there's loads of cats that want feeding and get your own bloody cat. Stop feeding my cat. I'm getting rather worried, he's getting rather fat. Stop feeding my cat. He's not come home for days and I just want him back. Dear Mr. Jarvis, at number 24, there's a space in my heart where it wasn't there before. I'm writing you this letter to say I'd have liked you better if the removal van hadn't removed you both away. Thank you. So much for coming to see us. It's really, I'm really chuffed. And thanks for all squeezing in. This is a bit like actually being on a train, isn't it? And this is time for a quick plug actually. I'm in a band called The Time Machine, as well as doing this, and I've got some Time Machine things at the merch tent to sell. I've got our new vinyl record LP, which if you I haven't put it on Bandcamp yet, which because I'm lazy. But it's usually 15 quid. If you buy it today at Indietracks, it's only £10. £10 special. And it's surf green. The vinyl is surf green as well. Surf green. And that's available also on CD. And this is our this is our Time Machine greatest hits. So basically, we've got loads of CDs, but we've taken off all the best ones, so you don't have to dredge through all the rubbish. But yeah, it's got my favourite 12 Time Machine songs on, and that's called Catching Up with the Time Machine. Ooh, this is our t-shirt design as well. That's it. How's this museum going? Shall we have another look in it?
I'm at
Bitty's gold.
Oh, did I leave that in there? You can have that if you want.
Do you want me to pick something else?
Yeah,
out?
definitely.
Gilfer Sigerson.
Do you need that one?
Yeah, can I keep it?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah.
You got one to swap it with?
I haven't got any swapsies, sorry. I think I might have had everything.
No, we can't. I think there's a pencil still in there. Is there?
Somebody's had that.
Carrier bag.
There's a carrier bag, but not any carrier bag. This is an antique carrier bag. Seiko carrier bag.
There's any
That. So I knew there was a reason to keep an hold of everything. This is my Seiko carrier bag, and this represents my dream when I was a kid. Because when I was younger, I had one dream and ambition, and it was to work in a supermarket. And I used to chat to my mum about it, and she said, well, when you get to 16, they'll probably take you on as a Saturday boy. But I couldn't wait that long. Because at the end of my road, they opened a multi-million-pound Safeway store, flagship Safeway store, which was like state-of-the-art, had terracotta floors, an in-store bakery, pizza counters. And I went there, and they gave me the job as the cleaner. The hygiene technician, and I absolutely hated it. It was I don't know if anyone's worked in a supermarket before. There's a real excitement when somebody asks you where something is, and only you know the answer. So, excuse me, mate, have you seen the pine nuts? Yes. Follow me. Note the terracotta floors, the in-store bakery and the pizza counter. And here are the pine nuts. Not with the other nuts, but in fact with the baking goods. See, that goes down really well with people that struggle to find pine nuts. But I lost my job at Safeways 18 months in because I fell asleep in a cupboard. So I've written a song about it. There's been a spillage in aisle 16, but the cleaner is nowhere to be seen. Only I know where he is because he's me. I'm in a cupboard, I'm in a cupboard. With a moped for my pillow and your J-cloth for my bed. It's hard to stay awake when you're dreaming of your break. Should I have black coffee or should I have white tea? Maybe a biscuit or a slice of cake. And on the public address system, they called my name for 45 minutes. But I didn't hear them call my name in the cupboard, in the cupboard. And this is what they said. And a member of the hygiene team come to the tills. A plastic bag has been overfilled. The plastic bag has bulged and split, and a jar of Lloyd Grossman's sauce has fell out of it. Can a member of the hygiene team come to aisle 4? Someone's dropped some pickled eggs. The pickled eggs are on the floor and they smell like pickled eggs. And in the gents there is an issue. Someone's blocked the urinal with tissue. As the urinal overflows, no one knows where I am. In the cupboard. And a member of the hygiene team come to the tills. A plastic bag has been overfilled. The plastic bag has bulged and split, and a jar of Lloyd Grossman's Rogan Josh sauce has fell out of it. In the HR room there's a disciplinary hearing. Jenny from HR is taking notes. Do you realise, Kriss, that everything you say will be written down? Consider this a written warning. You've already had a verbal warning. Please don't come here in the morning. Pencil has gone as well. Right, nobody's allowed off this train. But the pencil is about another museum which is closed because of the floods, but called the Cumberland Pencil Museum. Has anyone ever been? Yeah. Great, isn't it? It really is the place to be, isn't it?
Biggest pencil. Got a photograph.
Have you?
Yeah, by the biggest pencil.
That's wonderful. I was just drawn to the place.
You realise you're in a museum now?
Yes, we are in a museum. Yeah, that is ace, isn't it? This is a museum in a museum. Right, off we go. Are we ready? I'll try and do this one loud. We've got these music we can't listen. Let me tell you about the Pencil Museum. It's full of pencils and you really should see them. Learn about pencils and how they're made and see the world's largest coloured pencil and be amazed. Sketch and scribble and shade at the place where pencils are made. You get your own pencil once you've paid at the Cumberland Pencil Museum. It's as exciting as it sounds. You see lots of pencils when you go round. There's a pencil that they found on an archaeological dig. All together now.
It's not boring.
It's not boring, it's exciting to learn about implements for drawing and writing. So grab a pencil and get inviting a friend to the Pencil Museum. Graphite and wood have never felt so good, even though they're frequently misunderstood. If you've never been, then you really should go to the Pencil Museum. There's a pencil in there from 1976, used to write a shopping list. The shopping list is gone, but the pencil still exists at the Cumberland Pencil Museum. All together now. It's not boring, it's exciting to learn about implements for drawing and writing. So grab a pencil, get inviting on a postcard, put it down in writing. A friend to the Pencil Museum in Keswick. A friend to the very best pencil museum in Keswick. Thank you. What do you reckon then? That's all the songs I've prepared. Should I do a couple of time sheet numbers or one about a train? I don't mind.
Anything, yeah.
Train. It's quite exciting to come to a steam train place because I grew up as well in Morecambe in a place called Carnforth, which is famous for one thing and one thing only, and it is that Brief Encounter was filmed there. And it's a fact that Carnfortonians are extremely proud of. They've got a visitor centre, the cafe's been lovingly restored from the film, and the film plays in a loop again and again and again and it's brilliant. About 7 years ago, a friend of mine was alighting the train at Carnforth station, and she actually fell into the gap that they warn you about. She suffered some heavy grazing on her legs, and the doors closed on her head. Eventually she was okay, so I wrote a song about it. It's called She Fell Between the Station and the Train. So please alight carefully at the end. She fell between the station and the train. She fell between the station and the train. She got into a flat when she didn't mind that gap. She fell between the station and the train. This next bit is actually factually inaccurate, because if you ever go to Carnforth station, you'll know that Virgin Voyages and Pendolinos don't actually stop there. She was on a Pendolino, making her way back home, but she didn't stop at Crewe, she didn't stop at Preston, Warrington Banquet or Wigan Northwestern, because she fell between the station and the train. She fell between the station and the train. She got into a flat when she didn't mind that gap. She fell between the station and the train. But I saw it happen, I was there all the time. I wanted to call for help, but I was in the quiet zone, I couldn't use my telephone. So I went to the buffet cabinet and got myself a sandwich. And a bag of crisps. Oh, she fell between the station and the train. She fell between the station and the train. She got into a flat when she didn't mind that gap. She fell between the station and the train. And she's never gonna go there again. Thank you very much. Cheers. So I think we've got a tiny bit of time. I'll do a couple of times. I've never done these acoustically, but we may as well try, shall we?
Yeah.
This song is called Wear Your Favourite Jumper, so I hope you enjoy it. It's not, I can't do both the lead bit at the same time, so you just have to imagine it. Dave from Leicester drives a red Fiesta in a blend of wool and polyester. Steve from Dover drives a Vauxhall Nova in his favourite blue blue pullover. Wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. Bob's got a sleeveless fair out sweater. There isn't a sweater that his wife likes better. It's the one he was wearing when he met her. Bob's sleeveless fair out sweater. Wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. It makes you happy when you're feeling sad. Whoa! It keeps you warm when you're feeling cold. Whoa! Lovely. So if you're happy or if you're sad, if you're young or if you're old, wear your favourite jumper. Wear your favourite jumper. Thank you.
Whoa!
Well, thank you very much for having me. I'll do one more and then leave you to enjoy your festival. So I hope you do enjoy the rest of it. I just need to decide which song I'm doing. I'll do one based on Coronation Street, the greatest love story in Coronation Street's history.
Aww.
We're in love, open brackets like Hayley and Roy, and then I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the changes. This shows if you're going to rip anybody off, you can rip yourself off. See if you can recognise any of the lyrics in this song halfway through. So thank you very much for having me. It's been lovely playing for you all. We both met in the same supermarket but hadn't met until I met you in the car park during a routine fire drill. It started to rain, so we took shelter. We took shelter in the trolley shelter. We talked about your supervisor and pallet knives. You're a girl and I'm a boy, and we're in love like Hayley and Roy. We do the things that we enjoy. We're in love, 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 like Hayley and Roy. I took you on a date to the Pencil Museum, told you it's full of pencils and you really should see it. We learnt about pencils and how they were made and saw the world's largest coloured pencil. We were amazed, and we wandered into Keswick where we had a cream tea for two. Then got the bus to Grasmere and had another cream tea for two. You're a girl and I'm a boy, and we're in love like Hayley and Roy. We do the things that we enjoy. We're in love, 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 like Hayley and Roy. And if you died, I would be sad, but also glad that I'd met you. I'd get you a bench with a small brass plaque in Sainsbury's car park. Thank you. If you bump into each other around the festival site, please come and say hello. Let's have a drink together and have a nice time. Don't mistake this man for me. I am me, so please do come and say hello. Enjoy the rest of your festival. Cheers.